Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the news. And we're going to talk about the process of just asking questions. And we're going to talk about a misconception that a lot of people have about a particular news outlet and how that misconception can actually illustrate why it's not really an outlet you should be consuming. It's not a secret that I'm not a fan of Fox News. That's not something I hide. I'm very open about that. But I have this message. You've been pushing against Fox a lot in your videos lately. The only reason your blank masters have you attacking them is because Fox is the only outlet willing to report on things the mainstream media wants to ignore. They're the only outlet informing real patriots, all caps. Okay. My masters, huh? Yeah, it's totally unsurprising that the person who sent me a message trying to defend Fox News managed to work in a slur. That's not a surprise. Okay, so the reason I don't like Fox is because they are very economical with the truth. More importantly, they just ask questions. They go through a process, and it's called just asking questions. And the purpose of doing this is to ask questions in a way that leads the viewer to believe something that the outlet can't just come out and say because it's just overtly false. And they get called out on it. So what they do is they ask questions in a leading manner to get somebody to the right conclusion. Are you aware of anybody that does that on Fox News? Can you think of why they would do that? Do you know what they look like? Does he have brown hair? Does he wear a bow tie? Does his voice go up and he always looks confused? That's why. And this is how they get you to believe things that aren't true. They ask questions of the viewer. If they were a news outlet, they should be informing, not asking questions. All right? Okay, so here's the part of this that is really important because I see it a lot with Fox. They report on things the mainstream media won't report on. Sure. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. But do me a favor real quick. See what the highest rated cable TV shows are. They're on Fox, right? Fox is the mainstream media genius. That's just something else they've lied to you about. They've tricked you with. They are not informing some band of plucky upstart patriots. They are the mainstream media. You are not special for watching Fox News. That's not a thing. That's what they try to appeal to. They try to cast that image. But they are the mainstream media. They are the big outlet. Watching Fox doesn't make you special. It makes you average. Below average, really. So when you're watching Fox, just keep that in mind. And look for them to make definitive statements. Things that a news outlet would typically do. This is what happened. Who, what, when, where, right? And then when you get to the why, do they really tell you the why? Or do they ask questions? Which happens? And who's the biggest offender? And are you picturing somebody right now? Because it's what they always do. I don't like Fox because they routinely paint a false narrative. Something that is objectively false. We're not talking about the way every outlet, every commentator, myself included, we all have spin. We all have our own bias that comes through our reporting, no matter how hard we try to be objective. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about things that are easily debunked, things that are easily disproven. And they try to cast that image. They don't come out and say the falsehood, but they present information in a selective manner that leads people to the wrong conclusion, like them being somehow outside the mainstream media. That would be a good example. Fox is, in my opinion, it's a gateway to conspiratorial thinking that is not grounded in reality, because it conditions you. When I see people watching it, they're nodding along with the questions. They're because they know the answer they've been conditioned to believe, so they just nod along. It's scary. If you ever actually sit down and watch it when it's playing in a restaurant or something, and watch those people at the bar and watch them really consume it. You see it in action. It's not information for real patriots. Information for real patriots would be accurate. Many times they're not even providing information. They're just asking questions and hoping that you get the answer wrong. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.